भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम् देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टाप्रयेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। हरिवं तत्सत्। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारिणम् परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यईश्वरम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। नमाचार्य हरदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। श्री रूप गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्तों की जय। आनंद लीलामय विग्रहाय हेमावदिव्य च विसुंदराय तस्मै महाप्रेम रसप्रदाय चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। अजानुलंबित भुजो कनकावदातो संकीर्तनैक पितरो कमलाय तक्षो विश्वम्भरो द्विजवरो युगधर्म पालो वंदे जगत प्रिय करो करुणावतारो। वंदे जगत प्रिय करो करुणावतारो। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। See all the three mantras what we chanted about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's amazing. You can't find anywhere else. All three is talking about prem, Krishna prem, and inviting everybody to get Krishna prem, be in bliss, joining this Krishna's army, Krishna's party time. Please join. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inviting. Namo Mahavadanyaya, most merciful, most. You can't find. That's why there are three Purushottams. There is a Prema Purushottam, there is a Lila Purushottam, there is a Maryada Purushottam. Prema Purushottam is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he's taking the mood of the exalted, the topmost you can get to in this whole Brahmanda, spiritual material or Srimati Radharani, the gopis. So Lord Krishna is taking the mood of gopis, Srimati Radharani, and appearing. So that's why he is able to bring this Krishna Prema at the highest ecstatic level, and anybody can get it. He's ready to give it. Ready to give it. We just need to join the party. That's it. Namo Mahavadanyaya, very merciful, because the gopis are the most merciful. Srimati Radharani used to engage anybody. She's always thinking, I'm not qualified. So see, here is the devotee. Please accept. Oh my Lord Krishna. And Lord accepts. All the paramparacharyas are all submitting to through the paramparas, gopis, and then Radharani. So that's why it's amazing to see here. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradhayate. He's ready to give Krishna. Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namne. Krishna, same Krishna only. Now he's called Krishna Chaitanya. He's bringing that, he's energizing the living force within us. Soul, spirit, soul is very active. But that active energy has to be channeled properly. And that's where the problem. That's why you'll see in this purport Ramanacharya is giving a Prabhupada is quoting an amazing verse from Sripad Ramanacharya. It's amazingly describing the beauty of the Lord's form, and then how it should be channeled to to realize that beautiful transcendental form of the Lord, the attractive form of the Lord, how to channel our energy through Varnashrama Chitram, through the activities, but that activity should be in line with Sadhu Shastra Guru. That's why Kanak Prabhupada is quoting the verse from Bhagavad Gita 18.55-56, because Ramanuja himself at the end is quoting, bringing that to the perfection. How you will channel that? Those activities has to be channeled everyday basis. And then Prabhupada connects that, and that connection you will find in the 1850. And from there you can connect in the purport, you will see the connection to the how quickly. Why should you channel? Because the more you channel properly your energies to the Lord's activities, Lord's form, Lord's holy name, Lord's pastimes, what will happen is you will get the so taste very quickly. You will get Krishna also very quickly. Krishna will be controlled. Mm. So devotee controls Krishna. Initially, we try to control everything, but Krishna cannot be controlled like that. But when we take up the activities, so that it connects to 12 chapter, verse number 7. um, uh, verse number 7, where it says very quickly, Lord will make sure, purify everything, arrange all the physical, whatever is needed for the devotee, you will arrange everything, he will perfect very quickly, rapidly. And the third verse leading up to 7th, 8th, 9th, it is because we are not in that highest level, it may take some time, so no problem, but we should perform regulative devotion. That means everything regulated. We were talking yesterday also. Regulate your cell phone usage, regulate your Facebook usage, WhatsApp usage. At the same time, you have to make sure you are switching on, you are not switching off the cell phone. Because next day morning, if there is no alarm ring, you can't wake up. Generally, we are accustomed to do that. Natural devotees in Vedic custom, they wake up. As soon as they hear the sound, the bird sound, the crow sound in India, so those naturally they wake up by 4:30. It's natural for them to automatically. They don't need anybody to wake up. They don't need cell phone, nothing. They just naturally wake up. But we are not accustomed. So at least that's why for the cell phone we have to put alarm. Or if somebody calls and if cell phone is on, how will you get up? Not possible. So there are different settings in that you can use. So this is regulation means it is to bring to the Lord, bring ourselves, channeling our energy. For that, everything is regulation. It's not just um, restricting. So there's the negative, there's positive. Both ways we have to channel. So that is called regulation. Four regulative principles are restricting. Then also regulation is there to chant the holy name. That is also, this is positive, that is the negative regulation. What is not to be done, what is to be done. Both are mentioned, because what is to be done has to be priority. Then what is not to be done, that will go away automatically. You don't need to worry so much about it. When the positive thing is done very sincerely, then it will be going on. So that's in that it is called the sadhana bhakti, which we are in by the sadhana bhakti. In that clearly mentioned in the purport, you'll see that this should be done under the expert guidance of the devotees. Expert guidance of the devotees. Then your energies will be channeled properly, then you will be more and more strengthened every day to do your regular day-to-day activities, office work, home work, business, whatever we got to do. All those parents, taking your parents, all those things will automatically be channeled. How you deal with it, how you talk, how you respond to the situation, how you don't take up so much anxiety when they say many things. So how you deal with all those, because when the energies are channeled, you will be always much peaceful, anxiety free, and then you take it slowly and understand how to deal with it, and you respond to it. You don't immediately react, you respond to it. So taking time, you don't immediately talk back, reply back. So this requires practice. So that's why by taking shelter of Sri Chadra Mahaprabhu, then we said Ananda Lilamaya, and then what will you get? Ananda, so much Ananda. Ananda is the Vigraha itself is Ananda Lilamaya Vigraha. Hemavati Vijay, and is golden, is molten gold, is because this is Radharani's color. She looks so gorgeous and beautiful, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. Everybody was completely awestruck, completely became astonished and attracted. Everybody when he took sannyas, the whole place became so much. People were completely crying and tears flowing because his beauty. Nobody could take it. How can so beautiful person is shaved his head and is wearing the saffron color? He has given up everything. So he was so young. Looking at it itself, then everybody was mesmerized to just seeing the beauty. They're just drinking the beauty as Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, Brajendra Shyam Sundar Krishna, so beautiful, so gorgeous. It has same is even more beauty. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's why it's called Prema Purushottam. So there's the Ananda Lila May Vigraha Hema Divya Chavi Sundaraya. Tasmai Mahaprem again. Mahaprem Rasa Pradaya. He's ready to give that ras, prem ras. So Mahaprem Rasa Pradaya Chaitanya Chandraya. Namo Namaste. So other verse we quoted also. Ajan, and then his Vigraha is also explained, is describing just like Lord Ramachandra is also explained as he's having all the Lord Vishnu, Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, Lord Narayan is all Ajan, the hands touch the knees. It is called Negro the Parimandal in Sanskrit. In a regular term, it's Ajanulambita. Ajanulambita Bhujo Kanakavadatu. Again, there also is golden, molten form, representing Srimati Radharani and the gopis, color, taking the mood and everything. Ajanulambita Bhujo Kanakavadato Sankirtanaika Petaro. How will you get to this prem? He's inviting to Sankirtan party. Most people like anyway dancing. We're supposed to do yesterday also, but we forgot. Our mission of Gaurang Prem Nam Sankirtan BB is to chant the holy name very nicely. That time, next day morning also. And also we hear Krishna Katha because what is there? Bhaktivinoda Thakur, I think, or one of the Acharya is writing. गौरांग प्रेम गौरांग नाम सुनले मधुर वचन then hridaya nirmal bireta, then automatically your heart becomes cleansed, your mind becomes peaceful, subsided with all the so much clutter is there, and it's always giving some so many things, telling to do this one that one, so much anxiety is creating, suffering it is creating. So that automatically will come down. So we'll not have any more anxiety when we take shelter and hear about Goranga Katha. The Nirmala Vilita. Yeah, just like similar words of Parikshit Maharaj mentioned to Sukadeva Goswami. Pravishta Karnarandrena Swanam Bhavasororam Dunoti Samalam Krishna Salilam Yatasarat. Automatically will become so peaceful and clean heart, clean mind, intelligence. It's a clear vision, you have clear guidance is there, clear on everyday basis how to do, what time, what will you do, how to take care of everything, your balanced activities. You have very clear path, clear vision, clear direction, clear activities. So no confusion at all in life. So that's what will become when we take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is what in another way there's a verse, beautiful verse. So because it's coming, everything is boiling down to the holy name only. How taking the holy name seriously, getting the Krishna Prema. If you work very seriously to chant the holy name every day in the morning, attentively, no matter what, in any condition, any day, whether we slept or not, whatever is going on, if you do this, then Krishna Prema is guaranteed. Provided you take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you chant the holy name, and him and his devotees, then you will definitely get in this life only. It doesn't take another life, this life only. Everything will be channeled, everything will be adjusted. You'll be mesmerized, you will be amazed to see. So this is my experience. That's why I can talk about it. I can see that experience changing, and it is increasing and increasing. It's not stopping. It's not going down. It is actually increasing, going up only, not going down. And this is because I practically had myself experiencing, and I have seen my grandfather doing it. I didn't realize at the time. But when I started doing it, now I can see it. Why he is feeling? Why he is waking up at 3 o'clock, sitting down, and everybody is nicely sleeping? Why is he reading so much Srimad? Why is he doing Ekadasi? Why is he worshiping Radha and Krishna? Everybody else, even though we are Radha Krishna, it is different people are doing different things, worshipping Sai Baba, worshipping this one, worshipping that one. All even Radha Krishna ladies were there at home. But my grandfather and grandmother were very much attached. That only picking up flowers exactly like in Gaur Leela, what you find. Similarly, because they have been trained by Bhakta Siddhanta Thakur disciples, so that's why you can naturally see it. Because this Gaur Bhakta can give Gaur Prem. So if they are, if somebody has it, then they can give it. If somebody doesn't have that knowledge, experience, what can they give it to somebody else? It's just not possible. So that is an experience required. That's why you should try to attend, come to take darshan as perly at least once a month, once a week ideally. Come to Mangalarti, be there, just be there, don't do anything. Just 4:30 to 5, 5, 5, 5, Tulsi Arati. Just be absorbed. Hear the holy name, take close darshan, go in the front if you need to, but take absorbed darshan. and then try to do some service slowly, gradually. Initially, maybe your time is limited, okay, fine, but gradually at that time you do some service 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, whatever is possible. Now that will increase, that will change your experience altogether, your blissful experience, and you will never stop. You will continue to do that consistent. This is my experience also with Mangal. That why Prabhupada is stressing so many places, even in this purport. 12.7, 8, 9. 9 purport is talking about why this sadhana bhakti. First thing is mentioning Mangalarti. And then he's talking about taking Krishna Prasadam, taking darshan, all those things, other things, chanting the holy name. For sure, in every verse, the 7, 8, 9, everywhere is mentioning chanting. Even the 18.56, this was which Ramanacharya is quoting, that also, there also you will see chanting the holy name. Because that is the whole purpose of Kali Yuga is, Dharma is to chant the holy name. Kalavata Dhari Kirtana, there is no other way about it. Now everybody is talking Vrindavan, Mayapur, anywhere sadhu, everybody is talking about same. But this has been talked about by Sri Chaitanya 500 years ago. All our acharyas is brought from the day one. From the day one. It's not nothing new. So Prabhupada has come. What did he do? All over the world. Chanting of the holy name only. Tompkins, what did he do? Did he give class? No. First the chanting of the holy name, what class they hear? What they can understand? First the holy name has to sink in, go in the heart. Pravishta Karnarandrena. Then Swanam Bhavasarum, then it will go to the heart. When the heart touches, then it will flare up the fire, it will instigate, it will inspire, it will create transformations. Then you wake up from this dull matter. Then you will come to the transcendence. Otherwise, not possible. Holy name is supremely powerful. That's why everything is there. In this verse, you see that Nama Sreshtam, that means holy name is the most important thing, most urgent thing. Nama Sreshtam Manu api Sachiputram. Sachiputram is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, son of Mother Sachi and Jagannath Mishra. Atra Swarupam, Rupam Tasyagrajam, Urupurim, Maturim, Gostavatim, Radha Kundam Girivaram Aho, Radhika Madhavasam, Prapto Asya Pratita Kripaya Sri Gurum, Tam Notosmi. We should engage our channel, our energies to that personalities. Sri Guru, that means Lotus Feet of spiritual master, coming in that parampara, taking the mood, taking the chanting the holy name to the highest level, and taking the mood of especially the chanting the holy name through who? Through the gopis, through Srimad Radharani. Then what will you get? You will be able to directly engage in their service. You will be placed in their service. You will be situated at Radha Kunda. What is it? See that was Nama Sreshtam. Just by taking holy name very powerful, very attentively as urgent message every day, no matter what, this has to be done. And then what will you get? The highest. Nama Sreshtam Manumapi Sachiputram Atra through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Atra Surupam. Rupam Tasyagrajam. Urupurim Motrim. Madura is the topmost. What was that? Within that is Vrindavan. Within that Govardhan. Within that Radhakunda. What we are getting, you can see, understand where we are going. Gostavatim, there are all is in Gosti, it's a devotees association. Radha Kundam Girivaram Aho. What will you get? Radha Krishna. At Radha Kunda, what kind of service you get? Aho Radhika Madhavasam Prapto Yasya Pratita Krupaya Sri Gurum Tam Natosmi. So by the mercy of the Gauranga Bhakta can give the mercy to develop attachment to the Sri Chaitanya Gauranga Mahaprabhu and to the holy name. That is by the mercy of that. The energy has to be channeled through those Gauranga Bhaktas, those who have intense attachment to the holy name, intense attachment to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then this becomes very easy because otherwise this material life in this Kali Yuga filled with thorns everywhere. Prabodhana Saraswati beautifully uses that verse explaining this, how everything is filled with thorns in this material everywhere. One problem comes, George Harrison also tells, yeah, in this Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, what happens? You try to untie the knots and immediately other knots get tied. You try to come out of one problem, another problem starts. One test has passed, another test starts. It's just a matter of there is no gap. And constantly we are feeling that anxiety and constantly we are feeling that fire. Not able to do much. And we are also weak, becoming weak. Because for that reason only we have to take shelter of the most strongest person. The gopis are always is completely in ecstasy every day. No matter what they have, They are taking care of so many things, family, wife, and all those are their children, so many things. But their absorption is so strong, so intense for Lord Krishna, intense. Come only to please the Lord. That also they are not expecting anything in return. Anything in return, only to please the Lord. Everything they did, their whole life is only please. That's why Lord is always, even sleeping, is thinking, Gopi, Gopi is chanting. Even sitting in Dwarka, there in the big palaces of queens of Rukmani, and so they were wondering, who is this? Who are these gopis? We are the ones serving morning to Why are why is he thinking like this? Who is this? Then so they've been told what is so special about Vrindavan was is. um, so that's why you can understand. So this is the prelude to this today's verse. We haven't even begun it, but so that we understand the context in which how to channel the energies through varnashrama, through this Krishna conscious activities, one can actually come to the highest level and through the chanting of the holy name in the association of devotees. That is chanting, feasting, Krishna Katha, dancing, the hearing, and dancing also. That also for pleasure of the Krishna, pleasure of the Lord. Prabhupada danced in few places in Jagannath Ratha Yatra, in Stanford, first Ratha Yatra, done by Ananda Prabhu under his guidance. He is the one built day and night, worked tirelessly, hardly slept, hardly ate, tirelessly by his one person's effort. He could bring Jagannath Ratha Yatra. Of course, empowered by Sri Prabhupada very much. That's why he could do it. And Sri Prabhupada danced like anything, so long time, so old, 70 plus, but he could dance more than anybody else. Everybody is so shocked. How could this person can dance so long? He walked long and he danced also. Few places it happened. In some place, in another place also, he was doing kirtan. It has come to crescendo. Who is chanting? Vishnu Jana Maharaj is another person. Non-stop, he can chant for 8 hours kirtan with mridanga. Nothing can obstruct him. Nothing can impede him. Without eating, he's untiringly he can do it. Prabhupada, both of them used to very intimate connection. He started doing kirtan, was going crescendo, and then Prabhupada, because he wanted to go even further. Prabhupada stopped him and then he picked up. Then he started. The devotees were completely drenched. They were indifferent. They felt like we are in Vrindavan. They are no more in the temple. They're directly feeling that we are in a complete transcendental partner. Everything was completely surcharged with, filled with transcendental potency. Yeah, a few times to Prabhupada, giving that experience. That we have to attend Mangalarti once a month, a festival day, something we have to choose because to experience. If you don't experience, you cannot practice this because everybody is looking for experience. Why do you go to restaurant? Why do you go to vacation? There is experience. There is experience comes with it. Why do you go to movie? All that means there is some experience, some rasa, some taste to it. So then only you are enjoying and you want to do again and again and again. Same thing here also. If you experience the feeling, when you go to India, make sure you go to Siddha Mayapur. And then you enter there and you just be there. Don't do anything else in Mangalarti. So then you know what I'm talking. You can experience the bliss. So if you are afraid of the crowd, then nothing much I can help with. But if you are not, because everybody is chanting so blissfully, they are oblivious. There are so many. More than devotee outside people are so many. So much, so much crowd. Especially because because this is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace. So by Sri Prabhupada's mercy, Jananivas Prabhu, great devotees are performing day in day out for 50 plus years. So that's why you can see that these things are happening. Transformation, the ocean flooding. That's what this is the prediction Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Lord Nityananda has given. Whole world will be flooded with this Krishna Naam. Now they are picking up here and there, but this is all over the world, everywhere it is distributed. So many temples are established. Prabhupada did it most of the now it's even expanding. At that time, I think 108 temples. Now it's 800 or close to 1,000 temples, 1,000 places. And it's increasing more and more, different ways through the Rath Yatras, through the Kirtan festival, through various, so many different avenues. So, Namhattas, Bhakti Ruksha, Damodar Prabhu, various avenues, because this is all Lord Chandra has given practical guidance, how to expand this, how to distribute this love of God, various avenues. So, that's why we have to enter into that to experience it. If you don't enter it, then you have no experience in how will you do. That's why we go to Gitanoil in New Vrindavan, or we go to Jagannath Puri, Mayapur, Vrindavan. Then you can, when you have that experience in the association of devotees, then you will pick up immediately. You will surcharge so much that you will never leave because you want to experience that bliss and happiness internally. Then you want to do it regularly. So as much as then that will take us back home, back to God and will be oblivious. The problems will be there. Material world problem always will be there. Body will give some pain, this one or that one. That, but you will not feel it. Mind will not be so much giving pain, nor the intelligence, nor the heart. Heart will be so happy and convinced and faith, everything. It becomes strengthened by that experience. The one needs that experience. For that, we have to little bit channeling has to be there in the proper association. Then it becomes easy. Let us read. Asmin eva varshe purushair. This is in fifth canto, fifth canto is called creative impetus. Impetus, yeah. So creativity brings its own faults and drawbacks because you could be absorbed in it. You'll become oblivious that could be create just material anxiety because creation is to do with material. Like Lord Brahma, what he does is lots of material activity, big buildings. How much you have to work. If you have constructed a building, anywhere, India or US, if you have done yourself, working with all the contact, you know what I'm talking about. How difficult it is. Yeah, they don't want to work, they want money, they want few days they will be there, next day they won't show up. Oh, it's not easy. Because everybody amazed. 2 months, how could he finish? Even the governor, prime minister has come and saw that he is completely shocked. He couldn't even, he was shaking up. How did this happen? How did this happen? 600 people are working, two shifts. Prabhupada asked, how come nobody is working in the early morning? Prabhupada, there are two shifts we have got, now three shifts, there is no possibility. Guru was conversing with Prabhupada, the lotus building, the first building after the gas hut in Sridhar. Prabhupada has a way to do these things. It's impossible things he could do it because he's been channeled fully with energy, so that's why he can do it. And so anybody who was engaged with him in his service, then naturally they are also channeled completely. They are in bliss. So this is the process. That's a, we have to go through that channel, proper channel of who's fully engaged. Then if you channel, you associate in that association, you experience the bliss. Then you'll be also come to that same platform. Matter of days. You have to stick to it. If you jump here, there, then you won't be able to get it. But if you stick to the process, then you'll get it very soon. It doesn't take so long time. अस्मिन् एव वर्षे पुरुषैर्लब्ध जन्म जन्मभि शुक्ल लोहित कृष्ण वर्णेन शुक्la lohita, there will be 4 yugas, 4 different colors from Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. Lord comes in different colors. Uh, so Shukla, Lohita, Krishna Varnena, Swarabdena, Karmana, Swakarmana, Swarabdena Karmana, Divya Manusha, Naraka, Gatayo, Bhaktya Atmana, Anupurvyena, Sarvahi Esha Sarvesham, Vidiyante, Yata Varna, Vidinam, Apavargas Chapi, Pavarga, Apavarga. So he is clear in this verse, he is telling that the living entity in the human form of life, in the conditional state, but how he can be delivered? By proper channeling. The karma only. He has to do some activity. Nothing, otherwise he cannot maintain his body. Body has to subsist. That means he has to eat. He has to sleep. He has to maintain himself, maintain his belongings. And so that for that he has to work. But that channeling, when it happens in the association of the Lord, as it is already mentioned, Sukla, Lohita, Krishna, Varnena, Swara, Dena Karmana, then what will happen? Divya Manusha, then you come to from the you will be get out from the naraka, the hellish conditioning. Gatayo bhakya atmana anupurvena sarvahi eva sarvesham vidiyate yata varna vidanam apavarga chapi. Apavarga, you will come to pavarga to apavarga. Yes, fear. Somebody was asking yesterday how you can remove the fear. Yes, you know the proper association. You take the chanting the holy name as urgent message. You hear the message and you do the dancing and feasting. So in the association of devotees, you relish in Krishna Prasadam, then yes, you can come to very quickly. No more fear. So you'll be fully surrendered to the Lord. Everything you will be giving to the Lord. So I have no idea how to lead life, how to work, how to maintain family, nothing. Everything is yours. You tell me. You make the plan. It is your plan. I have made enough plans. Every life, this life also, I am trying to make plan. Everything is failing. So much anxiety I am getting. So now I decided. Now I offer my whole life at your lotus feet. Now you guide me. You do. You plan for me. I don't know what to plan. It causes so much anxiety. So enough is enough. So in this way, when devotees are met, the Lord takes full charge of their life, devotees' life, and He will channel wonderfully. Lord's plan is always perfect. Prabhupada always said, Shastra is clear. Krishna's plan is the perfect plan. But you have to take the plan, like Arjuna has taken Krishna's plan. Yes, initially gave also like argument, no, why this, why not that? And then Krishna didn't speak anything. Now is submitted. Lord, please tell me. I don't know. I have given many arguments, but now I don't know what to do. Then Krishna starts speaking. Same thing. So when we start following and hearing, we really want guidance from Krishna and Krishna's devotee. Then the actual proper channels will open up. Yes, proper channel. Heart will open up. Sarvasya aham hridhi sannavishto makta smriti gnanam. Right now, he is giving the forgetfulness. Krishna is giving forgetfulness because we have not opened the channel to be submitted to the Lord, or as well more to Lord represent. That also is mentioned. Yatha Krishna prana tat purushan jevya. If you open your channel to with Krishna's representative, who is in line, who is in relishing the Krishna bhakti and Krishna prema, is engaged, and he is also engaged. He is also acting like one of us. He is also eating. He is also sleeping. He is also engaged in all kinds of activities. But he is oblivious to all this. Yeah, you have to find those devotees and you have to associate. You have to channel your energy, and then your life can be successful very quickly in this life only. It doesn't take another life. No matter how weak person is, how many sinful activities he has engaged, he has come up with, he is still doing it. That doesn't matter. But one has to be in that association. One has to slowly, gradually follow. And then it's a very quick, rapid progress. You can see it. That's what this was also. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, amazing purport, which will connect to these three verses which we talked. The people who take birth in this tract of land are divided according to the qualities of material nature. The problem is the denied. The opportunity to engage in Krishna consciousness is being denied by the government, by the leaders, by the family members, by the friends, by the nation, by the communities. Ah, yes. Sometimes even in the temples also, even in our temple also. So that's why I have been trained by Prabhupada. That's why I make sure most of the time I may make mistakes here and there, but I have been channeled fully by Prabhupada. That make sure that anybody coming in, you give the opportunity for them to receive prasad, to chant the holy name, to receive a book, and if they are little inclined, then engage them in service. This is the representative of the Lord, representative of Prabhupada. This is our duty. The highest responsibility is here. Prabhupada has taught like that. Pretty much every class, if you understand his mood and mission, that becomes very clear how much significant our role is for what we have received in life from Sri Prabhupada and our spiritual master, and how much we are indebted to do something to represent his case. Otherwise, we are representing very badly. So, yeah, if you don't act properly, if you don't put ourselves as represented, yeah, if you ask the devotees of Ramanuja, you will tell Ramanuja Adiga. That means they are presenting their Acharya. They are not telling I'm such and such XYZ. No, it's Das of Ramanuja. So this represents they want to act according to his principles, his instructions, his thoughts, his vision, his consciousness. So this is the same thing Prabhupada expected. This is what Prabhupada conscious, Guru conscious means. It is Krishna's consciousness only. But he's detailing out what is expected of us, those we are learning, and then we give it to others. We act. We become facilitators. We become cooperators. We don't become controllers. Generally, this happens even in our temple also. We try to control, but we are not the controllers at all. Like the Supreme Lord is the control, Supreme Controller, and his representative is the controller. We're only cooperators. If you cooperate, then the energy is properly channeled. You can do attentive service. Then you can attain, you can feel the bliss, and you can attain Krishna. If you feel we are the controller, sitting in any position, then despite you be there for many years, despite you do many things, you won't feel the bliss. Neither you can give the bliss to others. Not possible. Yeah. So that channeling has to be there here. That means the opportunity to facilitate, to give the service. Allow them to chant because they may not know. Many don't know. Chanting of the holy name has to be done. That is the priority. That is urgency. Many don't know. They may be coming from India also. So it is our duty, as we have received already. So we should connect them, we should engage them slowly, gradually. Maybe they, yeah, make them chant one round at temple. So ask them, tell about it. If they don't want, fine. Sometimes they do. So again, they may not show up. Fine. Whatever we can try, we try to give it. What result will come, that is up to the Lord only. We have no idea because He knows everything, past, present, future. We won't know. Pure devotee also will know, but we won't know. So that's we are not so much attached to results. We are attached to engage, channeling as cooperators of the Lord, cooperators of the spiritual master. We are supposed to channel properly ourselves, our activities, and others, whatever based on whatever knowledge. We don't need to become spiritual master. Even at our level, we can try to give it to others, whatever we know of. The people who take birth in the tract are divided according to the qualities of material nature. The mode of goodness, sattva gun, passion, rajogun, and ignorance, tamogun, some of them are born as exalted personalities, some are ordinary human beings, some are extremely abominable. But this is not problem. Problem is only channeling. Problem is the association. Problem is following it. That is only problem. Otherwise, birth is not the problem. What we are doing till now is not the problem. Now, what we are going to do, how we channel it, whom we associate, where we pick up the instruction, that is the only problem. If that is fixed, and our life is perfected. For in the Bharata Varsha, one takes birth exactly according to one's past karma. Now, that you can't stop it. Demigods cannot stop it. Destiny you cannot change. In a normal course, no. But as soon as you come under the shelter of Krishna Arpita Prana, that can change. That can change. This is Agnada Sukruti. When by the divine arrangement, where you receive the divine mercy of a representative of the Lord, then this destiny can change. Karmani nirdhata kinchud bhakti bhaj. Then whatever your balance so many lifetimes, everything. Your prarabdha karma, aprarabdha karma, kotam, bijam, everything. Because this is a special plan. Krishna's plan. This is Krishna's army. Maya's army, no, that the action, reaction, that has to go. There is no way, nobody can enter and stop it. Neither Yamaraj also. These Yamadutas asked, I thought you are the controller. We went to snatch this Ajamal, so sinful. We went to take him back, take this soul back to the hellish planets, give the Yatana body. But we couldn't take it. Somebody else, some of these representatives, we don't know who they are. We thought you are the representative, you are the controller. We are ready to punish him, but we are stopped. So please tell us, why did this happen to us? Why were we stopped? He said, yes. Oh, you don't know fully. I am not the controller. I have a supreme control. Lord Krishna, He is the supreme controller. And His devotees represent the supreme control. Don't touch them. Next time, if you see the Kantimala, if you see the chanting, don't even go near there. I am not capable, I am not powerful, I am not given jurisdiction for those personalities. You can go to anybody else. But you have to leave the devotees to the Lord only. Lord is directly taking care. He is under direct supervision. Maya Devi is not in charge of the devotees. As per many devotees are chanting, but as soon as one takes the Krishnarpita Prana's shelter, yeah, then Maya has no jurisdiction. There will be still some tests, but those tests are there for one to progress to next level. Surrender, increasing the surrender to the Krishnarpita Prana devotee. Yeah. No, the Maya will not have, Durga Devi will not have any jurisdiction. She will leave the grip because that's what she's been told, instructed. Yeah, anybody who wants to stay in this world and enjoy, for them, yes, it's all yours. But as soon as minute somebody surrenders to my representative or me, then you have no more jurisdiction. Maya metam tarante. Devi esha gunamayi mama maya duratya. Nobody is capable to get out of this material world. Your mom eva prapadyanti. As soon as they surrender to me, my representative, then you have to release your 10 hands and 10 direction grip you have to release. So that is a clear direction for her because she is acting Maya Dakshana Prakriti. She is not acting independently. She doesn't have independence like that. She is releasing because she is dependent on the Lord. She is Shakti of the Lord. So Lord's potency. That's why she is acting as the Lord instructed. She doesn't deviate. People don't know. And they think that Durga Devi is independent. No. Durga is working under the guidance of Lord Shiva, and as well even more so from Lord Narayan. He is the one. She is the one who prayed. Then Lord Narayan came and said, I am going to appear. Your husband didn't give you the mercy. He himself ate the whole prasadam, Lord Narayan prasad. So she prayed, how is this possible? I am the mother. Okay, forget, I didn't get it. But what happens to all my citizens, all my children? What happens to them? How they will be delivered? Okay, don't worry. I'll appear as Lord Jagannath, as Jagadish, Supreme Controller. I will give it. First, you will only get it. You distribute. Whoever you want to distribute, you distribute. The whole world, no problem. So that's why Jagannath Prasad is the most powerful, prominent. One time, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Annakut, dog came and eat. Then they are complained. Prabhupada, this is what happened. Oh, where? Show me. They took him, they showed, and the Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur picked up and ate. Then everybody picked up also. That's so because few devotee can do it. It's Jagannath Prasad. It's powerful that even if dog is eating, you can pick up and eat that prasad. But in general, no, you don't do that because that is specialty of Jagannath Prasad. It is not contaminated any time. Vrindavan does Jagannath Prasad is not contaminated any time. Any time, Kali Yuga or any Yuga, any time, any worst time, worst place, or worst circumstances. That is a the benediction has been given. So that is understanding we have to. In Bharatavarsha, one takes birth exactly according to one's past karma. Yeah, we are coming to destiny. Karma, action, reaction, ordinary course through Karma Yoga, Gnana Yoga, Ashtanga, you cannot stop it, you cannot change it. But as soon as you come to Bhakti under the shelter of the association of the Krishna Prana, then this can change. This can change. Whatever we are destined to get results, reactions from the past karma, that can change very quickly, rapidly. If one's position is ascertained by a bona fide, see, that is coming already. If one's position is ascertained by a bona fide spiritual master and one is properly trained to engage in the service of Lord Vishnu, according to the four social divisions, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, and the four spiritual divisions, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanapra, Sannyas, one's life becomes perfect. That's all, only proper channeling. Because each of our body has four different divisions. It's not same thing. The head division is there, that is Brahmana, intelligent department, but it cannot work. If head is there, the rest of the body, hands are not there, stomach is not there. Is the head will be able to function? No. It needs, if we have done Nijjal yesterday, then you know. If you don't put food and water in the body, what will happen? Head will function? It will not function. So that's why it needs all four departments. Neither hands will function alone. Neither stomach will. So intelligence has to be there. Otherwise, what to eat, what type of food, what time. So because intelligence is also required. So that all four departments required. So Brahmana, Kshatriya is the hands, and belly is the stomach is the Vaishya, and the legs are the Sudra. So all four departments, all four bodily parts are required for function of the body. Same way for the society also, all these four. But the problem in Kali Yuga is three are gone. Three are not even there. Only the fourth category is there. Sudra and lower categories, fifth and sixth class. That's why we need Krishna Arpit Prana more than even other yugas. There you may meet a spiritual master or you get a sadhu, and once done, your life, because you will continue, you will never go back and you practice so seriously. One time you have been told, just a few days, you're done. But in Kali Yuga, no. Or if you don't have in the association, despite you getting initiated, it's not possible. It's not possible because the mind tends to do all kinds of things. Yeah, all kinds of things. So that's why if you are in the association, there is somebody to channel. Hey, this is wrong. Don't do these things. Do this. Somebody is there to make sure we are on the right track, we are doing rightly, we are doing right consciousness, we are attentive to the details, we are not jumping here, there. Yeah, that's why the association, expert devotee, expert spiritual, expert sadhu, Prabhupada writing again and again in the purports like this, expert, expert, yeah. That we have to see practically also, that person whom we are going to take guidance, what is he doing? Is he chanting in the morning? Is he hearing? Is he doing service? Is he properly facilitating what Prabhupada is guided? You have to find those persons. If you don't find, then it's very difficult. You cannot take anybody's instruction. Yes, everybody is chanting, everybody has kantimala, everybody has beads. That is not the criteria. Yes, Vaishnava, you pay obeisances, you offer your respects, you talk, you smile. That is not a problem. When you have to take instruction, you have to find the right person. That's why Prabhupada has to write expert devotee, not any devotee. Not any devotee. Then you will be given 100 different directions. Then which one to take? You will be confused. You are already confused. On top, you will be confused again. You think that is right, then you will, yes, Prabhu, I'll do that. Then you will do wrong things and wrong results, and you still cannot move up. Anxiety cannot go away. It's not possible. So that the proper channeling is very much required. The people who take birth in this tract of land are divided according to the qualities of material nature, the mode of goodness, sattvagun, passion, rajogun, ignorance, tamagun. Some of them are born as exalted personalities, some are ordinary human beings, some are extraordinarily abominable. We're all in this category of ordinary human beings. Nothing, we have this. Maybe we're also in this category also. No problem. Still, or in Bharatavarsha, one takes birth exactly according to one's past karma. We are at least still little fortune is there. We are born in Bharatavarsha. Otherwise, that is also not problem. But some of those who decide to pick it up and Prabhupada, even though they are born in a different place, this is Mahaprabhu's mission. Yes, a few places Prabhupada said it. Yeah, because you are born, because just like when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared also, all these associates, they are not born just in Mayapur. Oh, there are many places in Bangladesh, in other places. Yeah, they are born all over the place. And that facilitated because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expanded everywhere. He preached all over India. So all that, because they are supposed to be there. Like, this is Lord's plan. Same way, these many disciples from many different places. So you name it. How Prabhupada met them, engaged them. This is all, yeah, he said, Prabhupada said, this is my Guru's plan. My spiritual master and the Lord had sent all these disciples in different places. So I could establish. So I could execute the plan. He sent me souls. So this is our prayer also. Alone you can do. How much can you do? You have only limited time, 24 hours. You will do office work, you will do homework, you will do a little service. How much can you do? Limited. We are all so limited. We are not like Prabhupada. We can do so many things. He can do many work single handedly, but we won't be able to do. So that's why we need help. We need help also. That's why we have to channel also. Them also. Channel ourselves, channel others also. So that way you can do many things for the pleasure of the Lord, for the pleasure of the Acharya, then everything will be wonderful. Both whoever is engaged, connected like this, then they all get the benefit. Whether one is Pujari or not Pujari, direct or indirect, whatever way one is channeling into the Krishna conscious principle, then one will become perfect, as it is mentioned in this verse. Some of them are born as exalted personalities. Yeah, for in birth varsha, one takes birth exactly according to one's past karma. If one's position is ascertained by bona fide spiritual master and one is properly trained to engage in the service of the Lord Vishnu, according to the four social divisions, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, and the four spiritual divisions, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanprastha, Sannyas, one's life will become perfect. This powerful channel, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also showed. Pradyumna Mishra, he was a Brahmana by birth. No, by birth we could be Brahmana, we could be Kshatriya, we could be Vaishya. All these three has this Jinja, that means the Brahmin thread. All the first three levels. Some of them may not be following, some of them may not even have it. Even some of them have it, but they are not doing any Gayatri. Anybody who has this Brahmin thread, they are supposed to do Gayatri. Yes. Okay, three times you can do. One time you sit and finish three times. Ideally, that's generally not allowed. One time in the morning, afternoon you may not be able because if you are in the office, what will you do? Then some places there is a allowed in the airport, different places they have these booths where you sit and do your Gayatri and all. But many places it's not convenient to do it. So then you come home and do it. So this is supposed to be done. If you are not doing it, we should do it, whether you are initiated or not, because that is Upanayan already done. We are supposed to do it. Because you will get strength, because that absorb your samskara will change. Then for that reason only these things are there. Doesn't matter, even if you are not doing it, by applying the higher principle, Krishna consciousness is even higher than this. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected this Varnashram also. But for society, Varnashram is very much required. As Prabhupada said, 50% is still left when he left. This has to be extra, because if this society platform is there, all others, even though they are not engaged properly, they will be channeled. They will pick up unknowingly. They will come and they will take the process. If that platform itself is not there, then how can they be channeled? They cannot be channeled and they cannot perfect their life. They will be in the same position or further degrade, lower even. That's why Varna Ashram system is required. Higher principle than that is the Krishna. Doesn't matter which position, where, what type of work you engage in. You simply join the association, chant the holy name, that will automatically elevate you. Because we are Brahmana, not sometimes even maybe not even in fourth class also. So Stane Stuti Gatam Tanuvan Manovi. That's which other Mahavira accepted. That is the first principle he accepted. And then further he went. But this Varnashram also rejected. No, this is not possible because there is no Varnashram. Who's following this? Who's taking? Pandavas taking the guidance. So Pradyumna Mishra was a Brahman. Then he come to shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu, please, I am in so much in misery. I am by birth I am Brahman, but I have no idea. what to do. But I realized that I wasted my life, and now I want to hear about Krishna's pastimes. Oh, you have understood now. Okay, you come to the right point. Okay, I'm not so qualified, but here I have a devotee, Ramanand Rai. He's expert devotee. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could have directed. He's showing the path. This Lord himself, he could have directly given instruction. No problem. But his teaching is that how to find expert devotee and take the training from. So, Pradyumna Mishra was sent to Ramanand Rai. The first day failure was there. He was busy and timing was late, so he couldn't get. Then he went back to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is what happened. He didn't give me any instruction today. Don't worry. I myself learned from him only. I have no idea what is this Bhakti Rasa, what is this Prem. No idea. Please, you go back again. You tell him that I sent. So the next day onward, next day, Ramananda was very expert devote, so respectful. So what can I do? How can I serve you? Even though he was so busy, he was assisting in Jagannath's pastimes every day. Then Ramananda accepted him and he gave him the seat. Oh, it's very cultured, very excellent, expert devotee because Radharani is also Lalita and Vishaka. So you can understand what expertise is there. Then immediately he started speaking, and then day was going by, and night has come. Both of them become oblivious to the time. Time went on. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one day he went in the morning, darshan, and he was there till afternoon. He was there in front of Lord Jagannath. Then his servant asked to her, Mahaprabhu, it's your time, noon duties. You're supposed to do Gayatri, you're supposed to take bath. So then he, oh, then he heard. So that is absorbed, that's how much, how long he was there. It completely became so absorbed. So that's what it is. It requires experience. In the association of proper devotees, you will get the experience. You can be so absorbed, even if you are there 10 minutes, half an hour. Ideally, you should spend time. Generally, that is principle is there. At least I have been taught like that. Whenever you go to temple, you take darshan, you sit down. You sit down at least few minutes for a reason because you take absorbed darshan, you read or you hear, you simply hear, otherwise arti may be going on, katha may be going on. At least you sit down for 5 minutes whenever you go to the holy place, temple, association, for this reason only. Because by just that 5 minutes of association, if you're little bit inclined, a little bit honest and simple, then that absorption can change, transform the life just that 5 minutes. So that is the because the Devalayam is meant to liberate one from all the condition, all the anxiety, frustration, whatever we go in our life. That is the whole purpose of any temple. That is the purpose to bring us to the love of God. But that is not properly maintained. Proper facilities not given, facilities denied. And that is Prabhupada writing all these things. So if one's position is ascertained by bona fide spiritual master, one is properly trained to engage in service of the proper. Pradyumna Vishnu was properly channeled. He sent to the expert devotee and he came back and he said he glorified Ramananda Rai like anything. He went back to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and glorified and was so grateful to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to this devotee. Oh, now my life is perfected. I have understood what the goal of life is, what the practice should be, and how it should be done. Everything now I have understood is completely in bliss. This is what the expert training is. This is what is being talked about. Just one example. So the Kala Krishna is another example. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's been sent. Who sent? He's not so qualified to associate with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nityananda and others gave the opportunity, and he went and somehow or other still attracted by others. He jumped there. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there and pulled him with the hair and caught him, pulled him out and took him back to Jagannath Puri, back after the yatra. He didn't leave him because that's precarious. Then he told all the associates, see, what kind of person you sent me in association? You are ruining my sannyas. You are ruining my, I'm supposed to set an example and this kind of devotee you sent, then I'm gone. Everybody, what they will think. So that I'm also like that. So don't, next time, no, he cannot be with me here. He cannot be my associate. He cannot help. Send him out. But the associates are so compassionate. That's what Krishna Arpita Prana. This is also another lesson Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches. Lord is very strict, but Lord's devotee not so strict. Means in his own principle he is very strict. But when it comes to is anybody coming in, walking to him, no, he's not so strict. Somehow or other he will channel, despite they have so many anarthas, unwanted things, what they do. But so Nityananda Prabhu accepted him and Gadadhar, Mukunda Datta, 4 or 5 devotees, they all decided, let us do something. We cannot let him go fall down like this. Otherwise, he will even fall further. So we channel them to send to Sachi Mata's house. So you take care. You find out what's going. You take the news from here. What's going on? How Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is and what's going on. You tell the news to Sachi Mata. Stay there and you serve there. You find out from devotees. You give all the message to all other devotees there, along with Sachi Mata. Then that is your service. So that's how this has been channeled. See that this is the proper channel. If you are in this kind of association, even if you falter it, even if you are getting tests, you are failing it, somebody is there to watch and put you on the right track, put you in the right direction, and engage, and then life can perfect. If you are not in the proper association, and then this will be a problem. And so then we will always be in anxiety. Then we cannot relieve ourselves from anxiety and forget about attaining Krishna Prema. It's a far-fetched thing. Lifetimes will go by and we can't attain it. You just can't see how it is possible. But if you are in the proper association, one life is good enough. Doesn't matter how much background we have. Purport by Sri Prabhupada, this is Sripad Ramanujara's proposed quote. This is Acharya means always quotation. He could speak directly, he could write, but most places he will quote always Acharya and speak what different Acharya says about this. For further information, one should refer to Bhagavad Gita 14.18, 18.5 to 45. Sri Ramanujacharya writes in his book Vedartha Sangraha. That means Vedartha means Vedas. He has assimilated everything, he has given Sangraha essence. So that because we have no time to read all these things, understand that the essences are given in different books and Prabhupada's purpose even more essence. Because it's difficult to understand the Sanskrit word, difficult to understand even translation. So Prabhupada, what does it mean? What is practicality in day-to-day basis? What you are supposed to do? So that's where Prabhupada purports. Acharya's statements, one line, two lines itself is sufficient for us to channel our life's activities. A beautiful poem, beautiful verse. Verse itself clearly giving that guidance. Yevam vida parabhakti. Not yesterday also paravidya. Mataji asked question. Yeah, paravidya means superior. Regular vidya means, various, demigod worship, all these are there in Vedas. This is called aparavid, inferior. That will still bound you in this material world. You cannot get out from this world. Not possible. This is apara, inferior vidya. This is kind of almost like a little bit higher than material knowledge. Something is better than nothing, but you have to come to the apara vidya, superior knowledge. That is transcendence. Then you go back to spiritual world. Here, that is parabhakti. Parabhakti swarupa gnana vishesha asya utpadaka purva ukta ahar ahar, day after day, ahar ahar. Upachiyamana, Gnana Purvaka, because you need transcendental knowledge so that we know what is to be done, how it should be done. If you don't receive knowledge regularly, then we will not know how to channel it. Gnana Purvaka, Karmanugrahita, Bhakti Yoga. See, activity also, because we are so much attached to activities. Otherwise, we feel like, oh, so much tired, whole week I worked. I want to go somewhere, I want to do something. So, because we are not relishing, but those who are fully channeled, whether they are at office, they are relishing, whether they are outside, they are relishing, whether at temple, they are, whether at home, they are anywhere. You place them anywhere, train, bus, car, any place. They will relish because they are picking up the chanting, they are hearing, they are doing, they are thinking, how to do, what is to be done to serve Sri Prabhupada and spiritual master. Everywhere. The mind is absorbed only on those thoughts. So that's why you could place him anywhere, then that consciousness will go on. So for him, it doesn't matter which place he is in. So that channel has to come through Krishna. Who has it, you have to get it from them. That's why he's writing this. Karmanugrahita bhakti yoga, eva yatoktam bhagavata parasarena. And he's quoting another Acharya. Ramanujacharya. Bhagavata Parasar Bhatta. Parasar Muni has given who is Bhagavan means what the six opulences. So that is good. Bhagavata Parasarena Varnashrama. What it is said, Varnashrama has to be there. Four divisions of society. As much as four divisions of the body is there, function. And same thing, society also has to facilitate. That's why Pandavas are facilitated. They are always taking guidance of Dhaumya, Brahman. So, Dronacharya, all these are expert Brahmanas. They are not concerned about themselves. How they will maintain, what will happen to me. Otherwise, Dronacharya, how could he teach to this person who's going to kill him? He knows. That he knows. He was not told. He was not there. But past that kind of Brahman, that means Lord is guiding, Lord is indicating. He could figure it out. But still he trained him. Dronacharya trained everybody. Kauravas also, Pandavas also, anybody who approached him, he trained. Because this is Brahmana's business. His business is to train anybody who's coming in. Whoever little interest is there, his business is to train, facilitate. That is what Brahmana means. Now, how many are doing in this world? Despite being, even taking up the Pujari position also. If you are not taking, that is another thing. But if you have taken Pujari position, how many they are doing it? Mostly they are themselves are about thinking about themselves at the best. Mm. They're not thinking to, I'm the facilitator, I'm the representative of the Lord standing here, supposed to channel them, supposed to engage them, connect them to the Lord. That is not there. So that's why in Kali Yuga so much chaos happens, because this system is not, as Daivi Varnashram is not established. The opportunity is denied. People come and they are not being channeled there. That means the opportunity is not being given. So if somebody is mature pujari is there, then he will channel them. You come regularly, you do this. So at home also you do this, and they will tell. So if most of them they are busy in their service at temple, and the person coming also he is busy in his activities, and this will go on. This will never change. This kind of system is not much useful. So that system has to be, and there should be a proper channel. These four divisions. So that's why here Ramacharya is quoting this, and Prabhupada is explaining further. Varnashrameti Nikila Jagad Uddarana. What will happen? Jagad, whole universe can be liberated. Jagad Uddarana. By doing this. Jagad Uddaranaya Avanitale. That means in Bhumandala. Avatirnam. What has happened? Param Brahma Bhuta Purushottama. Why Lord is coming? For this reason, to deliver us. Purushottam, as we told, Prema Purushottam, Maryada Purushottam, Lord Ramachandra, to teach. The Lord has a specific purpose. Why? Because if He doesn't teach many principles, then we will not follow. And Prema Purushottam, Leela Purushottam, that is Krishna. He can do Damodar act, Damodar pastime, Giriraj Govardhan pastime, anybody. He can run away from war field. He can do anything. He can urinate on the place, then that is also glorified. Anything he does, everything is mysterious, mischievous. His Leela is completely not. Completely a different platform altogether. That's it's called Lila Purushottam, because that is the whole purpose of Lord. He wants to mesmerize, attract, because everybody is interested in drama. All this why otherwise why people have to go to movies and dance and this one that one parties. Yeah, because that's nature of the living entity is to enjoy in different ways, different way. Every day one is looking for a variety, variety in the food, variety in dancing, variety eating, so many things, variety in seeing. Yeah, for all the eyes, you name it, all the Dhanendriyas are looking for variety. It's not satisfied with the same thing every day. Because this Krishna is like that. Yeah, Rasaraj, Rasovai, Saha is in that's why he's expanded. He's looking for this variety every day. And if we cooperate, we'll be enjoyed. That's why it's
एक्चुअली
called
हमारी माता जी
predominator. And we are called
सॉरी नहीं आ पाए
predominated.
कल
Mute your line, please. Mute your line.
हाँ डॉटर को मूव करा
Predominator. Predominator means someone who is dominating the whole thing. Predominate means Lord is the predominator. And if we connect, we channel, and we work under his direction, is represented, then what will happen? Predominated. He is the dominator under his, then we become predominated. Then what will happen? We will also get the enjoyment. Because if father is rich, father has all opulence, what will you get? You don't need to work anything much. Prabhupada gives example. See, our temples, no, we're not concerned when, what kind of food we'll get, so how money will come, what will happen to us next few years, what will happen to this temple. No, we are not thinking about it all. We are simply engaged in service. But these others cannot do. Yeah, others cannot do because they cannot be relaxed sitting at home. No. But here we are sitting in the temple, we are doing Krishna service. Sometimes we go out and distribute books, all that. But we are not concerned how we will maintain it. Krishna is maintaining. Yeah, we are getting the supply, everything. In the beginning, day one, when he started his cooking 22 course meal, anybody, anywhere you have heard of? That means how much surrender is there, how much faith is there on the Lord. Lord is the provider, he is supreme control, supreme enjoy, supreme maintenance. Why should I concern so that this will be depleted? Then how I am going to eat, how I am going to serve. One day everything will finish. No, Prabhupada has full confidence on his Guru and the Lord, his Krishnatma Prana. So that's why it could happen, and even now it has come a lot of dilution has happened. Only 6 course meal, 7 course meal itself, we have a hard time managing it, making it. Um, practicality is very tough, but he could manage when nobody is there. Alone, he cooked, he cleaned everything, he did 22 course meal. So many items, you name it, every item was there. Because everybody is looking for variety. Yes. He's ready to facilitate to bring them to enjoyment. What you are enjoying outside, you come here, I will show you the real enjoyment, I will show you. That's why they love Prabhupada so much. But who in this world can cook like that? At the age of 70, can anybody cook those many items and not asking for anybody's help, doing everything whole day? Is depending on the Lord. He is praying to the Lord. Then finally one devotee showed, oh my Lord, finally you arranged. I was looking, I was praying to the Lord. Send somebody. Then now you have come. That's how slowly started. Then different devotees asked, Prabhupada, how can I help? What can I do? Yes, do this. So depending on their experience, material experience, then he channel. So that's why you need expert devotee. That's what it means here. Lord comes and Lord's devotee also comes for this reason only. Asva karma nirata siddhim yata vindati tasrunu. Hearing. And then what will happen? Yata pravurti, whatever pravurti, we have mentality, we have some speculation, some ideas, desires from the past life. All those will be channeled. Yata pravurtir bhutana yena sarvam idam tatam. Then you will come to the transcendence. How? Swa karmanatam abhyatya siddhim vindati manava. Then when your opportunity is being channeled through this Krishnarpada Prana, through Daivi Varnashram, and higher level is in Krishna conscious activity, then you will perfect. You will perfect. Despite you doing office work, business, whatever you got to do, you still do. You don't give up any of these things. Pradyumna Mishra didn't give up. Murari Gupta didn't give up. Hanuman in the Gaur Leela. Mukunda Datta didn't give up. They're all doctors. Their profession continued. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't tell. Neither he went to Kurma Kshetra, he told Kurma, no. He was telling, I will come with you. I will leave my family. No. He said, no, you have to stay here. You chant the holy name. Then you will always feel my association. And you give it to others. Whoever you meet, you talk about Krishna, you give Krishna to others. Wherever you went, this only he preached, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has given the opportunity to them and make sure that they will give opportunity for another 100 people. And this is the system which Ramanacharya has quoted here, and Prabhupada is quoting the verse from Vishnu Puran, this Varnashrama, which we discussed already. I'm not going to go into that. No one is being trained to act according to see what is writing, Prabhupada is writing. Because there is an institution to teach people how to become Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, or Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha. And for these also it is required, training is required. Otherwise, so much complication. Yeah, even if we enter into Grihastha, if there is no proper training, even that material maintenance, family life also is a trouble. Yes, and through different avenues, sometimes through parents, in-laws, and so many problems, so many complications in this world in Kali Yuga. So it's very difficult. But if there is a person who's training and properly channeling them, then they, despite problems are there, you stay put and you practice it. You still be happy. Mind will be happy. Outside external problems may be there. So that's it for all these ashrams also. Brahmacharya ashram, same thing. Brahmacharya is also. So many times they are in anxiety because they are not properly channeled. Proper engagement is not there. The same, all ashrams are the same. So when the center is there, proper channeling through the representative of the Lord is there, everything is perfect. Brahmacharya ashram perfect, Grihastha ashram perfect, Sannyas ashram perfect, Vanaprastha ashram perfect. If there is no proper channel, despite you being in any of the ashrams, everywhere problem. Grihasthas thinking, oh, Brahmacharya, wonderful, they are alone, they don't have nothing to do. Sannyas, oh, they have aloof, they have nothing to maintain. No, every ashram has its own problems. It comes with it. But proper channeling has to be there because everybody has different mindset. For them, that's why these four ashrams have been given. So, okay, you based on your mindset, you take up this particular ashram, fine, no problem. But properly channeling has to be there. If that is not there, what will happen? See that. In the name of secular government, unqualified people are taking the supreme governmental post. That's what is happening all over the world, not only in India, everywhere. No one is being trained to act according to the principles of Varnashram. Thus, people are becoming increasingly degraded and are heading in the direction of animal life. The real aim of life is liberation. But unfortunately, the opportunity for liberation is being denied to people. Yes. This is the problem which we discussed in the first to begin with. We are facilitators. We are to give the opportunity. We ourselves should engage first and we should give the facility to others. So this is what those who are born especially in India, Bharata Bhumite Hoila Manusha Janmajar, Janma Sardhakari Puropkar means this is exactly the process. As Ramanacharya is indicating, Prabhupada is indicating, quoting him. To how to channel our energies properly under the proper guidance. Then we will not feel so much anxiety, despite We are engaged in many different activities being propagated all over the world. Krishna conscious movement, however, is being propagated all over the world to re-establish this Varnashram. That is called Bhagavad Dharma or Varnashram. There is no word Hindu anywhere. Even in Isopanishad, the Prabhupada is writing in the introduction. There is no word Hindu at all. We are either called Varnashrama followers, we are called Sanatana Dharma followers, we are Bhagavad Dharma. These are the technical terms used in throughout any of the Vedic scriptures. Hindu word is not at all there. It is only concocted. Somebody has come and that's what we are named after. So that's what happens in Kali Yuga. And thus save human society from gliding down to hellish life. At least we should continue to earn human worth, not go down. At least for that also we have to engage in proper channeling of activities. Then slowly that will make us transcend completely into spiritual world. So this is the process which we will quickly close it. So how it is mentioned here. 18.46, which Prabhupada quoting Ramanacharya direct verse, Yata Prabhutir Bhutanam, Yena Sarvam Idam Tatam, Swa Karmanatam Abhyarcha Siddhim Vindadu Mano. What Prabhupada writing? See that by worship of the Lord, who is the source of all beings, who is all pervading, a man can attain perfection through performance of his own work. But if you directly read human art and you think, oh, why do I need a guru? Why do you need an association? Here it is only told worship of the Lord. Yeah, I will directly worship the Lord at home, at temple. Why do you need others? Why do I need temple? I can do independently. Yeah, many things like this. Sitting in the temple, sitting at home, they all think like this. Most devotees think like this. What to speak of few? Most. But that is not the case. Nowhere Prabhupada is stressing how much is stressing everywhere. Expert devotee, association, again and again and again. So, because otherwise we may be doing things, many things, but fall down can happen pretty, easily. Because we are not, we don't, nobody is there to check what are we doing, whether we are doing rightly, we are in the right conscious. Yes. For this reason only. We are not so expert. For pure devotee, no problem. He can sit anywhere and chant anywhere and do his own things, continue. So he can be perfect anywhere. But we are not so pure to do like that independently. As stated in the 15th chapter, all living beings are fragmental parts. Further you go. Yeah. Seventh chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Supreme by is two energy, external energy, internal energy. Therefore, one should worship Supreme Lord with his energy. Generally, the Vaishnava devotee worships the Supreme Lord with his internal, that means Radharani and his representatives. External energy is a perverted reflection of internal energy. So, is the super soul. All these are explained, but now you have to connect. And the last point. One should therefore know that part and parcel of Supreme Lord, one has his duty to render service. That is the first point you have to connect. Everyone should be engaged in that is we have to facilitate. That is the first point. Now this verse will connect. This is recommended in this verse. If you go further, what verse is connected to? That is, whenever Prabhupada is writing, you have to immediately go to that verse and find out what exactly this means to me. You find out. 12.7 is report. What does it mean? By the grace of the Lord, he becomes fully aware of everything. That is the perfection of life. Tesham aham samad. What will happen? Lord takes charge of delivering such a devotee immediately in one life only, not another life, one life. What does it mean? We'll show it, go to that highest perfection. Now we go to the 12.7 and 8, 9. 9 is there where we are. Our stage is in the ninth stage. Ninth verse, what it is talked about. But before that, in the seventh verse, which Prabhupada is quoting, we should look at. What does it mean? The seventh verse. You look at the seventh. Tesham aham samudartha mrityu samsara. That means birth, death, old age, disease. This will stop. This life, it will stop. Bhavam in Nachiratma, that means very quickly it will happen. You can see the Lord, you can communicate with the Lord, and you'll go back home, back to God. Provided we are under the guidance of the expert devotee. Mai avesi chetasam. That has been written directly in the verse. So, and then purport also. It is explicitly stated here the devotees are very fortunate to be delivered very soon from material existence by the Lord. In pure devotion service, one comes to realization of God is great, that the individual soul is subordinate to him, his duty is to render service. If he does not, then he will render service to Maya. There is no other option. Either service to Maya or service to Krishna. There is only two options. There is no third option here. And now he is talking about one should fix his mind fully on Krishna in order to achieve him. One should work only for Krishna. It does not matter in what kind of work. How will you do that? If there is no proper channel, proper association, expert devotee, you don't find it. How will you know whether the channel which you are doing, the consciousness in which you are doing, the activities which you are doing, the balance of your life, who is there to check? Who is there to guide? So, when you are not in the association, nobody to guide. Then we think we are doing right, but many times that is the problem is there. So that's why the association is very much important. The devotee does not desire any achievement other than pleasing the Supreme Person. His life's mission is to please Krishna. He can sacrifice everything for Krishna. That in the expert guidance you can come to these things. Otherwise, it's not possible at all. Just as Arjuna did in the battle of Kurukshetra, the process is very simple. One can devote himself in his occupation and engage at the same time. Exact same thing what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, and Prabhupada is writing same thing. He's not telling give up your job, give up your family, run away somewhere, sit in holy Dham. No, nowhere Prabhupada is saying like this. Here Prabhupada is saying clearly, do continue your occupation, whatever you got to do, business or IT work, non-IT work, whatever you got, government job, whatever that is. And engage at the same time in chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Such transcendental chanting attracts the devotee to the personality of Godhead. So here what will Lord will do? He is promising without delay. He will deliver a pure devotee thus engaged from the ocean of material existence. So all others they won't be able to do. Karmi, jnani, yogi is not possible. This thing is only given to those who are devotees, who is following the bhakti yoga process. Everywhere it is there. Bhaktyat ananya sakya jnatum drashtam cha tattvena praveshtinch parantam. You enter into spiritual world by the process of bhakti under the expert devotee. And now this verse you have to continue to the next verse. You have to read. You can read this verse at your leisure. The eighth verse also you look at. Same thing is continued. How to fix the mind. This is first level of devotee. Those like spontaneous devotees like Ragam Bhakta, Damvasis, Gopis. They can fix. They are always thinking about the Lord. We are not those bhaktas. We are not those. Let us not falsely think that I'm expert devotee. No, we are not in that level. Now the ninth verse is for us because we are in this practice. My dear Arjuna, O winner of wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulative principles. So that's why we said regulate your cell phone usage, regulate your internet usage, regulate your news, regulate your drinking habits, everything regulates. Otherwise, after we are all mostly, I think, 30 plus. None of them are less than 30. At least I'm almost close to 50. So most of us are above 40. That means we have to regulate. Anyway, we have to regulate. Forget about spirituality. There should be regulation of eating, regulation of sugars, everything you have to. Otherwise, you have to see more times, doctor. Suffering. Not only we, the family members who are there, they have to serve us. That is another policy. So not only we suffer, then we drag them also. Then they have to also serve. They have to take care. So that, but if you regulate it, it becomes easy for us to maintain, for others also. So they can, everybody can be happy. So that's it. Regulation is very required. That's why he talked about regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, develop a desire to attain me. And the proper writing, what does it mean? Bhakti Yoga is the purification of senses. I think the next verse. Yeah, here. To practice the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga, what one should do. This carefully, please read and listen. One should, under the guidance of expert spiritual master, so, follow certain principles. One should rise early in the morning, take bath, enter the temple, offer prayers, and chant Hare Krishna, then collect flowers to offer the deity, cook foodstuffs to offer to the deity, take prasadam, so on. So, okay, if you cannot do every day, no problem. You do at home, but once a month, or once a week, or twice a month, whatever. You put some regulation. Some regulation you have to put it. Then slowly, gradually, you can improve and do more things. But at least we have to start somewhere. If you are not even chanting one round, at least we have to start chanting. If you are not even coming to temple, at least we have to start coming to temple. There should be some regulation. If there is no regulation, then how we are going to be channeled? This energy, the energy is there, but that has to be properly invested. Like you have bank balance. If you don't invest in proper things, whatever, bonds, whatever. I am not experiencing that. Many of you are experiencing that. So then, So the proper investment has to be in a proper channel so that it can give the right results. Same thing here also. Living entity, human being has a lot of energy. So that energy, the child is a lot of energy. If you don't engage him, then he will always be creating so much. So he will be cranky and he will make you cranky, and then you have to work and do so much. But if he's properly channeled, he will sleep in the night nicely and all those things. But that mother has to know. Mother has more than father because mother is the one that more engaged time. She should know how to channel the kids so that they are peaceful, they are doing their thing, and they can sleep in the night. They don't create so much mess. All this is the proper channeling has to be there for all of us also. That's why Prabhupada is writing clearly. Mangala, that means I've been telling all of you. Once a week, you come. Saturday morning, I'm there. Tuesday morning, I'm there. Thursday morning, I'm there. You come any of those days. If not follow once a month, forget about once a week, once a month. You experience the Mangalarti. So then it will help because there's a channel of energy. You can do, anybody can do. Once a month is not a big deal. Except to sacrifice every day, every week may be busy. This channeling has to be there. And then you have a garden, you bring the flowers, you bring the fruits, you bring the vegetables, or you find out somebody has it. Then you ask them. So this is the proper channeling because this is what it said. Pick flowers. If you don't have flowers, what will you do? If somebody else, you tell them to pick and send it. Or you yourself go and pick up flowers. Because so that you get the mercy, those whose house you are picking, they get the mercy, and the proper channeling is there. So then this brings the transcendence. This is what it means. You directly, you also do it, but you also engage others. So Mangalati, not only you do, you engage others also. This is what Prabhupada told. Prabhupada expect. Otherwise, he was sitting in already in Vrindavan. Why he has to come all over the world and preach and tell these things, this message? He could have stayed there and talked about it. Yeah, many of the Babajis sitting there only. Because they're concerned about themselves, which is fine. That is at level. Everybody, that's why many gurus are there. Many gurus are at different levels. We are talking about the expert devotees in Prabhupada, Ramanujacharya, because they are not like at the lower levels. They are directly coming down from spiritual world and giving us the highest platform, highest level of prema. So that we should take up this message. Uh, if you don't pay attention to Prabhupada and we here get attracted to this Babaji, that Babaji, then nobody can help. Lord is giving the highest, topmost process and topmost devotees principles. Then you pick up this or you pick up somebody else, some attractive word they say, and then you immediately fall for it. Then Lord cannot help much. So that's why we should take the, because he has demonstrated, anybody, nobody in this world has demonstrated what Prabhupada has demonstrated. 50 plus 70 years, he worked his life just to give it to others. Suffered like anything. Till last 6 months, he lost the life also, and the body externally. But why did he do that? To give it only. Krishna has sent him for this purpose only. Take care of the souls, suffering souls, pick them up, bring them back home, back to Godhead. So I'm sending you as my representative, as a missionary, as ambassador. And that's what he did whole life. Yeah. I'll give the example and quote, but you clearly see the one time the cats, Hridayananda Goswami will share his pastime. He saw Prabhupada was there sitting down. Two cats, kittens, small kittens, baby kittens, very nice looking. They fell down in the lap of Prabhupada. They thought, generally here in the Vedic statement is very strict and, you don't keep the dogs and cats in the home. And they thought, what will Prabhupada do? I think he will, throw them or do something. Then they completely shocked. No, Prabhupada was petting them and then Prabhupada told instruction. This tells us that there is love in every living species, not only in human beings, even the cats have that love. And when somebody takes your shelter, they have come into my lap. What I'm supposed to do? They have taken, that means I'm supposed to serve them. I should give the protection of whatever they need. If I throw them out, then that means like Lord Ramchandra told the same thing. Anybody who taking shelter, doesn't matter, even Ravana comes, I will deliver him. I will engage him and I will deliver him. I will give perfection. He may be very sinful. That doesn't matter now. Because he is taking my once only. Sakrit eva prapanna tavasmi jatri avayam sarvada tasmai. Is that dadami etas vratam. I am giving the promise. Once only. Once one surrenders, that means he has to follow after that. And he cannot go back and do his own things. That's what surrender means. Then I will give them anybody, any walk of life. It could be anything. Same thing, Prabhupada showed by the simple example, simple pastime. That how to, this is what pure devotee means. He will always teach by example. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also did that with dog. He fed the dog. Sivananda Sen brought the dog. He was so compassionate to the dog. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw him. He himself fed coconut pulp. And next day nobody could see because this dog went back home back to Godhead. In Prabhupada's life also these pastimes were there. In Hawaii, one dog. In a few other places this happened. Yeah, those dogs they couldn't see what has happened. Yeah, this happened because by association of pure devotees, this happened with my spiritual master also. I think one after the other. The dog was jumping up and down completely in ecstasy. Yes, because this happens by the pure devotees mercy, it can happen. Doesn't matter whether human being or not human being. because they are compassionate to every living entity, not just only human being, because everybody is property of the Lord. Every living entity. Mama also Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Sarva Yonish Gaunteya. He's not claiming only Indians, he's not claiming only human beings. Lord is always claiming all living entities, he's telling. He's very clear about it. He's not partial. But one who's inquisitive, one is human being, on top of it, one is little inclined, then he's even more favorable. He's favorable to everybody, he's supplying all necessities, but is more favorable to those. That verse is there. Samoham sarvabhute na dveshos na priya. I'm not partial to anybody, but bhajanti te maam bhaktya. Anybody who's trying to surrender to myself or my represent, as well as my represent, then a special favor to them. I change their destiny, I change their karma. I take care personal charge, not indirectly, no, direct care. Me through me and my devotees. They will take the direct charge. Provide they accept the shelter. If they don't accept the shelter, then Lord cannot do, Lord's representative also cannot do, because he cannot force. He can only suggest, guide, instruct, keep on instructing. It is up to the living entity. He has to make his own choice. Individual choice somebody has. Arjuna also had to make. After whole Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has given a choice. Now you do whatever. I had told you whatever I had to tell. Now it's your decision. Same thing. So we all here to, on behalf of Sri Prabhupada and our spiritual master, we are here to guide, suggest, instruct, induce, instigate. It's up to the living entity after that. What will happen, result also, we are not attached to results. So because everything belongs to the Lord. It is his property. It's not our property. So this is how we practice Krishna consciousness. This is the expert guidance Prabhupada is giving. This practice can help anyone. He's not telling only the Brahmana can come. No, anyone. Rise to the level of love of God. And then he's sure of his progress into the spiritual kingdom of God. What else you need? Anybody else giving this assurance? Lord is giving, Prema Purushottam is giving the assurance. And here his representative, Sri Prabhupada, is giving the clear assurance, clear guidance, no ambiguity, no confusion, clear references, Acharya's references. He's telling, he's clearly laying out for us, he's making it simple also. It's not complex, he's putting the activities also so that we, what does it mean? What does bhakti mean? What do you mean? What do I have to do every day? He's telling that also. Chant, bring something to the deities. Be in that platform, be in that association, cook something and bring something. Yeah, that's what we ask. Okay, Govardhan Puja, bring something. Okay, next Gita Jayanti is December 1st. Bring something, yeah. Gita Jayanti also. Flowers always can be offered, fruits can always be offered, cooking can be always done. So many things you can do. So it's yajna, big yajna. That means, yeah, Prabhupada was so upset one day in London. He was doing yajna, no flower, no fruit. He was so mad. TV live telecast was going on. I'm not bothered about your live telecast. This is the yajna means it is the mouth of the Lord Vishnu, and you have not brought a single thing, no flower, no fruit. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? No, I'm working out. Yeah, he was so upset. So this is what, but many don't know this past and many don't know what Yajna is. So why that Yajna Kunda represents. If they heard from Prabhupada, if they read Prabhupada's letters, if they read Prabhupada's book, then you will know everything. He's teaching everything. But who has the time to tell? Neither you hear from those who are teaching what Prabhupada is teaching. Then nobody can help. If you know the process, then you know what to do. If you don't know the process, then what will you do? Then we'll do something what mind is telling. So that is the problem. So that has to be fixed. If you want to go back to God, we just need to follow Sri Prabhupada's guidance as it is clearly laying out. So 3, 4, 5 things. Take prasadam. So be happy. Be happy devotee. No matter whatever is the Lord has supplied, a family, bank balance, job, be happy in that. Whatever is arranging, sometimes we may have to go to another place. Whatever is arranging, accept it. Don't deny it. Don't be disgruntled about it. Be happy and pray to the Lord. If you don't like it, you pray to the Lord. I don't like this particular thing. Please help me to get another thing. You can ask, but you should not be unhappy and you should not be, so I will not come to temple now. I will not offer worship. No, you didn't give me this. No, that should not be the case. That will go backwards. If you want to go forward, then you should always accept what Lord is arranging, and we should rather pray and seek the shelter, seek the help, and then Lord will provide all the guidance, all the protection, and that will be our blissful Krishna conscious life. That is the beauty of this process. Prabhupada ki jai, Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Gaur Bhaktavan ki jai. Let us take